What's up, everyone? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another MLB postseason recap. I'm sure that you guys can hear the absolute joy in my voice. I cannot wait to recap this Guardians game, and we'll do that before we show Ohtani, Mookie, and friends having a great old time against the Mets. Also, Max Muncy just set an insane postseason record, so do not go anywhere. Stick around for that game. But yeah, the season was on the line for my Guard Dogs. It's pretty much impossible to come back from a 3-0 lead, and you got to win this game. The Austin Wells replacement, Jose Trevino, he stung a middle fastball off of Matthew Boyd for one of the few base hits for either team with runners in scoring position, at least up to this point in the series. Do not go anywhere. But then the Yankees, they blessed the Guardians again with yet another base running mistake. Trevino, he got picked off, so this Glaber lineout is the third and final out of the inning. No chance for a sac fly. Steven Kwan does have a strong arm, so I don't even know if they attempt it. Brian Rocchio, he got some help from John Birdie, who just flat out missed it. I think Anthony Rizzo makes that play 10 times out of 10. Kyle, he didn't miss this one. Thank you, Aaron Savali. Thank you, Rays. We finally won a trade with the Rays. We got him last year at the deadline. A 2-run go-ahead tater. Matthew Boyd, he was terrific again. A quick 1-2-3 fifth inning. He retired 10 Yankees in a row to end his start. I wish that we had him signed for 2025, but he made himself a ton of money over the last few months. He comes back from Tommy John, and he's been an absolute godsend for the squad. Coming up next, we had a weird play, to say the least, as Daniel Schneemann and Ian Hamilton, they were trying to beat each other to first base. Ian actually got hurt on that play, so in comes Tim Meza, and Lane Thomas, he showed off the wheel. So Trevino, you got to take advantage of that weaker arm. Yes, he's better at framing, but we all know Austin Wells has the better arm, so he can control the run game a little bit better. Andres, that run does not score without that lane stolen base the infield was in. If they were playing back, it's probably just a second or third situation. Now, here's the thing. It's 3-1 heading into the 8th inning, and you guys know I have PTSD when it comes to 3-1 leads, and we have Titan versus Titan. And it's not the first time that I've seen my team blow a 3-1 lead. Aaron Judge with his biggest swing in the postseason since he had a home run against the A's and Liam Hendricks a few years ago. That was a 99-mile-per-hour cutter on the paint. Just a beautiful swing from Aaron Judge. Big G, Giancarlo Stanton, he's one of like 5 humans, maybe 5, alive who can miss a barrel and still go yard in cold weather. It sounded like he hit it off the end of the bat, so that's back-to-back home runs. I mean, honestly, people were asking me and texting me, are you upset? No, I was laughing, because I've been through 2016 of blowing a 3-1 lead in the World Series. You saw Greg Bird break my heart in 2017 against Andrew Miller. I'm built for this, okay? So yeah, it's 5-3 Yankees, but wait, do you hear that? It feels a little bit Christmassy. Big Christmas with his first Noel of the playoffs. A 2-run pimp job for the ages. A huge shout out to Lane Thomas. He had a double with 2 outs, and that set the whole thing up. Also, got to tip my cap to Pedro Avila, who shut out the Yankees in the 10th. And just a quick reminder, every day is Friday. Put the fries in the bag, Clay Holmes. David Fry walks it off. His second season-saving home run in the last week or so. That 2-run home run against the Tigers. Another season-saving 2-run home run. This time a walk-off home run. I have to show you guys what it sounded like from almost a mile away. You could hear the crack of the bat and the pandemonium. Check this out. So a quick little preview of game number 4 happening later today. We have the Big Rig, Gavin Williams versus Luis Hill. I'm sorry, I don't know if he has a nickname or not, but they're both big dudes who throw absolute cheddar, and they're both big guys who haven't thrown in nearly a month. They both have command issues. Both bullpens are kind of taxed. Today could be one of the more crazy / nonsensical games of the entire postseason, and I don't know if I'm ready for it. Who do you guys think is going to win game number 4? Do you think that the Guardians are going to tie it, or do you think that the Yankees are going to make it 3-1? So yesterday, I posted a short of Ohtani literally growing up in the snow, because a lot of Mets fans were thinking that he would fold in the cold. Make sure you guys go watch that. But he's like Bane, but the darkness is snow. He was born in it, molded by it. A second pitch home run, lefty off of Jose Quintana. That set the tone. Or did it? Mark Vientos, he slammed another October long ball, his 4th this month. He's batting .370 with 4 home runs and 12 RBIs in the month of October. Ohtani got on base again. He took a walk. Mookie, he's on as well. A single. Teoscar, He is 0 for 12 in the NLCS, make it 0 for 13. So Tommy freaking Edman is going to have to pick up the pieces again. Poor Brandon Nimmo. That dude is really fighting for his life out there, not only in left field, but on the bases. We'll talk about that. He is going through plantar fasciitis, which just sounds awful. Enrique Hernandez, that is an RBI single just past the diving Francisco Lindor. Nimmo. I mean, this is a bases loaded double play. Hold on a second. It looks like he might have been safe, and he was safe. It's back to a one-run game. They overturned the call at first base. Tommy Edman clutched up again for Yamamoto. We'll talk about Yamamoto after all of the highlights because I think he had 8 or 9 strikeouts, something like that. Mookie will not stop raking. This is a 2-run double in the 4th inning. He really blew the doors open on this game. Ohtani and Betts, I don't even know if they've gotten out yet to start this game. Mookie! The slump has now turned into a hot streak from one side of the spectrum to the opposite. A 2-run moonshot. He's got 3 home runs, 10 RBIs, and a 1.094 OPS his last 7 playoff games. But here we go. The Mets, they got the bases loaded, nobody out. Jose Iglesias, he's been the magic man, but not tonight. He strikes out against Evan Phillips. I thought this was going to be a sac fly for Jeff McNeil, but Andy Page's strong arm, when you add that with Brandon Nimmo's foot equals, you're just not going to run on that. Jesse Winker put a charge into Mookie's glove, actually. And then Tommy Edman, he delivered again, RBIs 2 and 3 on the night, and the blowout was capped by a Will Smith RBI, so they got to double digits. Games 1, 3, and 4 have legit been non-contest. They've just been absolute blowouts. And by the way, Max Muncy has now reached in 12 consecutive plate appearances in a row. That is a postseason record. You guys can see exactly what he did. There's a ton of walks, there's home runs and stuff like that. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, he didn't go 7 innings or anything like that, but he had 8 strikeouts. He's looking nastier and nastier as the playoffs age. Are the Dodgers your World Series favorites after seeing them kind of put the Mets in their place, or do you still think that it's an AL team like the Yankees or the Guardians? So a quick little preview of what could be the final game of the Mets 2024 season. You have Jack Flaherty going for the Dodgers. He's been really good against the current Mets roster. He has a near 25% strikeout rate with a batting average against of 209. That is very impressive. If we're talking about David Peterson, he's been pretty good this year and in the playoffs, but against the current Dodgers roster, the Dodgers hitters are hitting 343 with a 420 WOBA. I know a lot of you guys aren't interested in the fancy little stats that are kind of nerdy, but a 420 WOBA is not, I'm kind of scared for Mets fans, but hey, anything can happen in the playoffs. Man, I've had a lot of fun in today's recap. I am on cloud 9 after that Jhonkensy, Noel home run, and David Fry. But before we get into guessing the batter and the immaculate grid, you guys are looking at a 1972 this day in MLB history where the A's used a fake intentional walk to fool Hall of Famer Johnny Bench in Game 3 of the World Series. But that happened in 1972. And then 5 years later, Reggie Jackson, they call him Mr. October, one of my favorite nicknames in sports history. He hit 3 home runs in one game on 3 straight pitches. Pitch 1, a home run. Pitch 2, a home run. The third pitch that he saw, a home run. What an absolute historic performance. So let's go ahead and guess the pitcher as well as the batter. Wait, I've seen this like literally a few days ago. This is Tyler Holton striking out Austin Hedges, right? Because he throws it, he yells. Yeah. That's how good I am at this game. I can recall exact pitches because I remember him yelling on a fastball down the middle and me thinking that only happens because you're facing the worst hitter in the history of baseball, Austin Hedges. And then who is this batter? Oh, I can tell off the rep because this guy is wearing high socks. He's got a little a back end that is pronounced when he's okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and put the name in before I gotta say pause or anything like that. So this is definitely John Birdie. I saw him have a few at bats literally yesterday against my team. So there you go. And let's go ahead and do today's immaculate grid. I want you guys to do it with me. The Tigers and the Red Sox. This one near and dear to my heart. Victor Martinez came up with Cleveland, so that's under 10%. Let's try and get every single one under 10%. The Twins and the Red Sox. Twins and the Red Sox. I don't know why no one's coming to mind right now. Vasquez, please don't be over 10. I feel like this is going to 5%, okay. A 40 home run season for the Red Sox. I want to try and get someone that is going to be under 10%, but you got Manny, you got Ted Williams, or did Ted Williams ever have a 40 home run season? You got Manny, Big Papi, Ted Williams. Did a random person ever pop off for the Red Sox that I'm just forgetting, like an Adrian Gonzalez. I don't remember. I'll come back to that because, again, I want to try and stay under 10. The Tigers and the Orioles, Jack Flaherty, he had a horrible stint with the Orioles. No! Okay, at that point, that's 10%. I don't care about if I have anything. Who's a random one? Let me go Big Papi. Or no, let's go Manny Ramirez just because he's a former Cleveland player, and I'm trying to keep the Cleveland vibes alive. We have the Twins and the Orioles twins, Lopez. Jorge Lopez, where's he at? There he is, Jorge Lopez. Please be the right one. Okay, Jorge Lopez. We have a 40 home run season. No. I'm going to go with Chris Davis. We're going with Chris Davis, 31%. I could have gone with Santander as well. A 200-plus hit season for the Tigers. Did Prince Fielder do that when he was with the Tigers, or Placido Polanco, or I could go with maybe Al Kaline had 200-plus base hits, or the easy one is Ty Cobb. I'm going to go with Ty Cobb just because I don't want to get any of them wrong. 27%. Twins, I'm going to go Rod Carew, or should I go Joe Mauer? Nah, I'm going to go Rod Carew. I'm going to show my older audience that I do know some older names, and a 40 home run season with 200 base hits. Oh, I know. I'm going to go Ronald. Maybe people forget that. Wait, no, maybe he had 199. I can't remember if did he have 200 base hits? Nah, I think that he was one short or something crazy like that. I'm going to go Alex Rodriguez just to be safe. I'm pretty sure, yeah, A-Rod did that, but I think Ronald did as well. Ronald did, in fact, do that as well as a lot of other guys. Wow, that's a very exclusive list. A lot of these guys are Hall of Famers. Good job, Ronald. Well, everyone, that does it for today's recap. A perfect grid, a perfect guess the batter and pitcher. The Guardians came back in epic fashion. Just a great 24 hours for me. Make sure you guys subscribe, leave a like, all that crazy stuff, and I'll catch you in the next one.